For those that might want to get started or that's interested in editing, decided that why not go ahead and show you how I edit my newest video that I'm about to upload here shortly. So the first thing that you kind of want to do is get you a template that may cater or at least attract the attention. So you need to figure out what type of photos that you want to use. So I decided to use the photo in the video I got. I'm going to use the box, the necklace itself, and then just try to have some sort of gravitating text. So you find the photos that you want. So I'm using this photo. You screenshot it from the video itself, save it to your camera roll. I'm going to use this one. I was going to use this one, but when I put it in the app that you're going to see here in a second, it didn't really transfer properly. So I found my two photos, go over to photo room, hit new design, insert whatever photo, right? And then you're going to remove the background layer and then save it. Straightforward. And you're going to do the same thing for the other image, and it just has the cutout of what you're going to use. So boom, I found those two. As you can see here, I have a previous amount of other stuff that I've already inputted in here and had cut out. So found my photos that I'm going to use for my template. So now I take myself over to Canva, open up Canva. Usually what you would do is hit new design. So if I want to do a new one, new design, create design. All right, I'm just going to click on it just to show you, and then you'll find what you're trying to create. So you'll scroll up to YouTube thumbnail, and then that gives you this wide screen that you see here. So if I was to open it, this is how it will look on YouTube. So close it. So now all you do is figure out what type of background or anything you want to use. So if you was to go to elements, as you can see my background, I used a little money thing here, and then when you click on it, you're able to move that background. So if I click on background, as you can see, it's moving. That's because I've already placed it there. And then I did the same thing with the images themselves. I went to uploads, picked the images that I already had, placed them where I wanted. So I placed that one here. So as you can see, if I move it, place that one there, place the other one over there, my DH Gate logo, and then my font that I decided to use. So now, as you can see, this DH Gate font is a little faded. So up here to the corner, there's a little roly pen thing that looks like a painter. Next to it, there's gonna be a checkerboard, and this lets you know about your transparency. So if you click on it, you're able to make stuff lighter or darker. So if you notice, the image itself is behind the text. So if you were to hit position, that is how you send it forward or backwards. So that's how you get things behind the text that's on the screen. And then lastly, your text, you just scroll up and down to figure out what you want. I decided to use the TV one, right? So if you just scroll, you'll find it. But I used the TV font one. It just looked nice to me, so that's what I'm choosing. And then you type in your text itself. All right, after that, you just save the image. So I'm just gonna close out, right? Once you save it, you have your template, very straightforward. Now we're gonna get into editing the video that you're going to see later. So I go into CapCut, start a new project. And the video that I got, I have recorded already. So we got this video here. We're gonna add it. Now, there's a few things that I gotta do earlier, because in my edit of the actual video, I said I was going to blur out my address. So that's the first thing that I need to do here, is add an effect. And I'm gonna look for video effects. And I'm gonna look for blur. So I'm going to pick this blur right here. Hit cancel, hit plus. I'm gonna move it over. And I'm gonna blur all the way up until actually crack open this box. So blur that, drag it. You know, don't need nobody trying to be a stalker or something like that, try to steal my freaking packages. So now that that's blurred out, and get into, keep it dragging. Didn't realize that I had a package open up that long, so. All right, this is gonna be a raw, uncut video, so I'm literally gonna edit this on the spot. I have no goal or nothing yet. I literally edit as I go and just figure out how I want the video to look. So you're gonna see the process completely from beginning to end of editing all the way up to posting. All right, I wanted to try something different this video, which is giving a small preview before the video starts to see if maybe that can help the algorithm a little bit. So I'm looking for something, a small clip that I want to put before. So I'm thinking about here. So I'm gonna split, I'm gonna drag, yeah, so actually I'm gonna undo that split because I want it to be about here. So I'm gonna hit split here. And then about there. So I'm gonna take this split image that I got, going to duplicate it for one. So I'm gonna scroll over to the right. If I can find duplicate. All right, duplicate. So now I've duplicated the video. Go over to overlay, drag it all the way over to the beginning of the video. What in the world did I just do? All right, so just hit backspace. If you realize that you kind of jacked up an edit or something, just hit the back arrow and then that'll fix that. So now I'm gonna also hit duplicate here. And overlay that. Drag this whole video back to the beginning, because what I'm going to do is cut the beginning of the clip somehow and then erase it, so that way I can put the natural pauses where they need to be. So I'm gonna go backspace here for a second. There seems to be a slight issue. So I'm gonna bring this. And when you're editing, it's more of a trial and error until you get better at it and faster. So I'm slowly getting the hang of it. So now I'm gonna take this first clip, I'm gonna figure out where I wanna split it. which is about here. Delete this first part, boom. Actually backspace really quick. Yeah, and delete this first portion. Let's see. So maybe if I do a mask, do rectangular, do that.
I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I tried so hard and got so far, but in the
I'm gonna drag this to the end. All right. So go to opacity. Okay, that's all the way up. So take this, take the opacity here, turn it all the way down. Let's see what we look like so far. All right, I just noticed that it's a blur. So I'm gonna go to effects, take the blur. I'm gonna shift the blur a little bit to the right so that it picks up where the actual original video is. So probably about there. All right, so it took me a while to figure it out, but this original portion is going to be me showing the product. You know, might have a specific voice or something I'm going to say, so it says that. And then I keep scrolling, and then it's going to actually cut into my actual video. So I'm going to add a transition. And let's see what we fill in for transitions. See what this looks like. Nope, don't like it. Keep scrolling until we find something. I'm going to bring up the seconds a little bit just to see. No. And that's the fun thing about editing here. You can play around and see what you're feeling, see what you like. Yeah, that didn't do anything. Let's try this one. All right, so don't know why the maybe it could be because of the blur. So let's see if it's because of this blur. I'll move it. Let's look for TV off. Alright, I kind of like the shutter one, so I'm going to pick that. Now it's just a matter of getting the video itself or the transition to be more visible. So let me go to opacity and see where the issue is. Alright, yeah, so still not that. So I'm gonna go to opacity, turn that back down. Let's see if I do this. Okay, we're getting somewhere. I like that. Let me see what it looks like. All right, also, you can't spend too much time trying to edit. You kind of just gotta go with the flow. And turn this volume down. All right. So now that we got the first transition for the most part, go into the video. Let's scroll just a little bit just to see what we got. Okay. Video, scrolling. All right. Yep, scrolling. For sure I spoke on that GRA certificate there. So the voiceover is probably going to align with the top clip, meaning that this bottom clip, I need to turn the opacity down. So this bottom clip, turn the opacity all the way down. So that way the original audio actually aligns. Because I'm gonna have to put two audios. So I'm gonna have to put an audio for this first portion from 0 to 12. And then the original audio starts. So that means the top clip actually turns the opacity down. So let me go to the top, opacity down, so that way the actual audio lines up from here when I get there. So now we're rotating through the clip, and to be honest, I could probably realistically delete this back clip. So I'm gonna delete it just to see something. All right. Let's keep scrolling here, see what's going on. Clip. Yeah, I could probably delete all these clips after that, so and delete that. Delete this. Because the video, this is its own thing right here, its own little segment. Here, goes into this, boom. It keeps scrolling now, keeps scrolling. I'm gonna see if I wanna make any cuts anywhere else or just let the video run through. Because remember, this is a 2-in-1, so I'm actually editing on what I want it to look like. And then I'm showing you the edits here. So, to be honest, I might not do any edits and just let the clip run straight through. Alright, so there is a little issue, so we're going to undo a few because we're missing this portion here where I actually tested it. So yeah, so I don't know what's up with that. But I mean, even though it's black right here in blank, it's still showing videos, which is interesting. So I'm just gonna let it run like that. And we're gonna see. All right, that's roughly the end of that. So now what I need to do is add on some sort of outro. So before I do my outro, what I'm gonna do now is add my voice clip, so then I can align everything and see how I want the outro to look. So I hit back, go to audio, sounds. I have saved this sound in my my cloud drive. So we're gonna go look for it there. So hit folder, select drive. It's in my drive itself, so boom. And I have it as recording 3. So I hit open. Recording 3, 4 minutes, hit plus. All right, so now we need to, one, play it, figure out where the sound aligns, and then go from there. So I'm gonna go into overlay. Well, let's go back first. Let's go into the audio. Let's hit play, because I know the video, so I can adjust. All right, so it sounds like my voice starts there. So we're gonna trim off all this excess really quick. Hit play again. All right, pause it. Trim the excess. I'll find where the actual video starts, which is at this transition. So take the audio, drag it back to the transition. Like I said, I'm gonna input another audio clip here. So we're gonna play just to, you know, talk, clip, whatever it's gonna say. And then when it picks up here, we're gonna see how it sounds. As I mentioned, back with the other package out of 3. All right, I noticed that the sound is kind of loud. So here what I'm gonna do is click on the clip above it, go to volume, turn that sound down. As I mentioned, so that way I can input a background music or something. As I mentioned, back with the other package out of 3. So as I mentioned, back with the other package out of 3 for another voice seller PhD. So I tried to cover my address. That failed. So I'm gonna work that out. As I go back and edit this. All right, I'm gonna pause really quick. So as you see, there's a decent pause before I speak again, as you can tell based off of the increase of the little decibel things you see down here. So I'm gonna see when the next time I speak up and see if it aligns with the video, and then figure out if I need to trim or not. So the comment thing I see. All right, so I already know what I'm about to say. It's talking about these GRA certificates that you see here. Right there. So that means I need to cut this excess here and start the clip again. So I'm gonna go here, go to edit, click on the sound itself, split, find the split again, split, delete the blank spot. So now there's that. So now find where I start talking about the GRA certificate and realign that. All right, so I'm gonna just slowly move it to the right just a little bit, so that way the thumbs down aligns with my thumbs down. So I'll just shift it a little bit more. So just look out for that if you order. But other than that, we get into the package. It's actually not that bad presentation wise. So from here, I'm just following the voice with the video, because I did the voiceover while watching the video earlier. So here, just making sure things are aligned. As you see here on screen, it says 22 inch, 39 inch. Side of the test it. Takes a couple seconds for it to get out. Flying through the room just like a light show. Tearing down the walls like a free flow. I can feel your energy. Pick me up and carry me. Now that everything's trying to pop in my home. Break away from everything and take it for a ride. Actually looks pretty good. Alright, so there was a weird pause and a weird skip. So from there, what I gotta do is cut the video and align that. So I'm gonna go here to the volume again and hit split. Hit split again. Delete this empty space. Take the clip, drag it, or the volume clip, drag it. Alright, now let's see how it sounds. Alright, so I need to shift it to where I'm talking about popping it open. But everything's ready. Try to pop this bad boy open.
I tried so hard and got so far.
Alright, now that everything's ready, try to pop this bad boy open.
I had to fall to lose it all. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I tried so hard and got so far.
Alright, now that everything's ready, try to pop this bad boy open. I'm not gonna lie. It actually looks pretty good, just at face value looking at it. Alright, so this weird clip part right here is throwing me off. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to the very, very beginning, because I used that clip anyway. And I'm gonna find that clip in the beginning. And I'm going to copy it and bring it back to the back and just overlay it that way. Or what I can do is add that clip back in here again and then just cut the piece that I need. So honestly, I'm thinking that's what I'm gonna do because that's just easier. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit overlay, go to the end. Find the whole video again, which should be this one. Add it again. This time, just figure out what I'm looking for. Oh, Jesus. All right. Let me also bring this down to an overlay. All right. Now, let me finish doing what I was doing. So sometimes it can be difficult like this, but it's all right. You just adjust as you go. Like I said, because it's the same clip, I know what the clip looks like, how it sounds, because I did the recording. So just duplicate the clip. All right, so now I got a decent amount. Let me go ahead and drag this bad boy into place. Alright, so we're getting somewhere. So we're going to play the voice here shortly so I can align the clip. I'm also going to take where my voice starts, split that, turn the opacity down. That video practically doesn't exist. Well, let's see. Alright, so that means I just need to drag some of this back. Alright. Realign it to my voice. Now that everything's ready, try to pop it back low. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so I could probably turn the opacity down on this one too, because it doesn't necessarily align with the voice. Alright, so let me just drag this to about there. Realign back to my voice. Now that everything's ready, try to pop it back low. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, now that everything's ready, try to pop it back low. I'm not gonna lie. Now that everything's ready, try to pop it that low. Alright, so I was able to get the audio what I want it to look like now. Just in face value. Alright, so take this, go ahead and just delete all of that, hit play. Now that everything's ready, try to pop it that low. I'm not gonna lie. Actually looks pretty good, just at face value looking at it. Alright, so I actually want to utilize that clip in the earlier clip. So this clip here, we're going to our overlays. So let's go to overlays. So this short clip here, that's what I actually want to use, that part where I talked about is, you know, how it looked good at face value. So I'm going to now go back to audio, go all the way back to where I said that, and I'm going to copy and duplicate it and then drag it to the front. So I think here, now that everything's ready, I'm not gonna lie, it actually looks pretty good just at face value looking at it. Alright, so split there, take this, right? Duplicate that audio, grab it, drag it all the way to the front. Oh, fuck. Actually, drag it all the way to the front. Alright, so let's see what this sounds like. Now that everything's ready, I'm trying to pop it that low. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so I need to pause it right here and split it. Then I'm gonna delete this front portion. Take the audio clip, drag it back. Actually looks pretty good, just at face value. Alright, so we're just gonna continue now that I got my freaking clip pushed to the front. I'm not gonna lie. Actually looks pretty good just at face value looking at it. And then that's all natural lighting that you see behind. And jumping straight into it. So go ahead and test it. So just as simple as you see, we're pretty much practically done with editing. At least as much as I'm going to do for this video, because it's a straightforward video. But yeah, nothing. As I mentioned, I'm going to show you how to basically basics of editing. And then in another video, I'm going to break it down and maybe go into maybe some effects and stuff like that. But this is just editing the video to put it together so you can see how the process works for something as small as a 4-minute video, how it can take upwards 20, 30 minutes, even an hour, until you get better at editing. So if you want to learn more editing, especially as you see the videos, just come back, like and comment.